Hi, this is my second Illinois inquiry. Um, my second Illinois inquiry was how can I increase my athletic skills along with my academic skills, academic studies. If you don't know, I am a track runner for the University of Illinois. I'm a freshman, of course, in this class, but I kind of just was really interested in seeing how over time I can kind of get better as an athlete and as a student, basically simultaneously. So I kind of explored that topic. Um, I'm curious about this question because I feel like all athletes need to know how to do this. You have to be excellent in the classroom and on the field, on the track as well. And it's really a lot of pressure. And I feel like, setting out, a plan to kind of see how you can accomplish it is very important. I think that this is probably the best way because honestly, winging it doesn't really work. And I think that a lot of athletes try to wing it and they realize that oh, I'm only focusing on athletics and then I'm not focusing on my academics and then you get your degree and it's like, no, what am I going to do with this? Like, I don't even like this. So that's really why I was really curious about this question because I definitely want to be that athlete who does have a 4.0 GPA, does excel at school as well as on the track. Um, why is it important to have an answer? It's very important to have an answer because I mean, without it, I probably wouldn't be an athlete at the school anymore. I mean, without academic success, that's one of the things that we have to, I guess, well, we have to have as an athlete. I mean, they give us, as far as athletes, I think we have to have maybe a 2.5 GPA to maintain an athlete, and that's kind of the lowest. But as an athlete, I think that is important to have academic skills as well as athletics. And it's important to have this question answered because a lot of people don't know how to do it. A lot of people in high school were just okay with winging it. They had teachers who gave them good grades just because they were athletes, and a lot of people don't know how it is to actually earn the grade that you deserve. Well, get the grade that you actually earned. That's what I mean by that. And it definitely should be explored for all athletes, like I said. It's a very important topic. I mean, academic and athletic together is like one of the hardest things. I mean, uh, from personal experience already and from other athletes and even people who are just regular students, they know how hard it is as athletes to go to practice 20 plus hours a day. Some people have jobs as an athlete and go to school. Like that's a lot. In my wayfinding map, I kind of just wrote out things that I can do studying during my free time, designate time after practice to study, focus on one thing at a time, and stay dedicated. From then, I kind of went into detail going into Irwin Academic Center, which is Academic Center for Athletes. And we have study hall hours of time tests. We have 8 hours as a freshman for the first semester. But if your grades are okay, sometimes you just drop. You don't have any hours at all. But then some people, still go because if they don't go, they know they won't be able to get it done at their dorm. Um, Create a schedule, a weekly timetable. We actually did it for this class a little bit earlier, a couple weeks ago, but I think that was very important and very helpful. Even a monthly one and a yearly one I did for my RST class is very helpful because I can just look at that and be like, okay, I know I have to do this by then. I know I have to get this done early so I can spend more time on this, which actually is what I'm doing right now. I'm actually doing this early so that I can have more time to do a paper that's due Friday. When at practice, I say when at practice give 100%, and when at class give 100%. I think they both need to be weighed equally. The effort that you give at practice needs to be the same effort you need to give in the classroom. I think that that's very important. And lastly, don't stress out. I think stressing out just makes everything worse. You become emotionally fatigued as well as physically fatigued, and I think that just it's not going to create anything positive. I put meet with my academic counselor every week. We're assigned to meet with our academic counselor every week to see how things are going. I think that that's great, and we have to continue to do that. Go to the undergraduate library possibly to study, set goals athletically and academically. I think that's very important. Goal setting, because without goals, you kind of slack off. If you have a goal you want to accomplish by this time, you'll know exactly what you need to do to get there. Staying focused and giving it my all is the last two things that I said. Um, Being consistent with studying habits and don't wait till last minute to study for big exams. I think that's very important. I think if you get everything academically out the way, athletically, it should be easier to achieve. So, me doing my homework early, I'll have more time to focus on okay what I have to do in practice instead of what I have to do when I get home, all the stuff I have to do when I get home. So I think that this question was very important and it was very fun exploring it.